welcome back to my channel. It's Friday and I wanted to come on here and do a Friday Reads video, but I haven't been reading much that I can talk to you about. So we'll just chat briefly about the books that I've been reading and the books that I'm thinking about. let's just chat. Let's just chat. So it's Friday. Happy Friday. It's the Friday before Mother's Day weekend. So if you're a mom, happy Mother's Day to you. If you are a woman who takes care of children, even if they're not your biological or legally adopted children, then happy Mother's Day to you as well. And if you have a mom, which we all do, here's to celebrating with you and your mom. So happy Mother's Day to everyone is what I'm saying, because it's just fantastic this time of year when everyone just like thinks about the women in their lives, the moms and the women who are nurturers and the women who we hope to be nurturers someday. So I'm just celebrating all the fantastic things. This past week was also Teachers Week and Nurses Appreciation Week. So happy appreciation, happy celebration to all the nurses and all the teachers and all the people. So just happy everything to you. Happy Friday. That encompasses everything. So it's fantastic. I have been reading a lot of things because we're getting close to the end of the quarterfinals round in the BookTube Prize, and I have been assigned 6 novels, and so far I'm almost finished the second one, but it's taking me a while. It's just taking me a while. It's one of those stories that you don't want to read too fast, and I can't say much more than that. So I finished this one. I finished The Book of Ghosts by Yi Yun Lee, and I filmed my little discussion, which I'm going to be compiling for a little wrap up when the round ends. So stay tuned for my thoughts on this. And I'm currently reading Night Crawling by Leila Motley. Leila Motley, I think she wrote this when she was about 18 or 19 years old. And it is about a girl who is 17 going on 18, living in Oakland, California, and I can't say much more than that. But I'm almost finished, and I will leave my thoughts on this. So it's almost, like I said, we're almost at the end of the round. So you'll be hearing my thoughts on these books very soon, in just a few weeks. Aside from that, I have been reading children's books. So I go to the library with my daughter almost every day, almost every weekday. I pick her up from school and we go straight to the library. So we're in the children's library section where she can play with her friends and the toys and Legos and the coloring, and she does her homework. Sometimes she does have homework, but she loves going to get the coloring paper, and she says that that's her homework, and I am not discouraging her. So while she is there, I read. So I picked up Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. I know everyone says it's Dr. Seuss, but I remember maybe a couple of years ago on Jeopardy, it was a question on Jeopardy, and they said that the pronunciation was actually Seuss. So that's what I get my news from Jeopardy, guys. So Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You'll Go, which I guess is the time to read it, because I always hear that people give this as graduation gifts because it is written like a graduation speech, and it's just motivating. It's inspiring to read, and it's just fantastic. So if you haven't read it, I would encourage you to pick it up, because it talks about the future and the places you will go and the experiences that you'll have, and how sometimes the road will not be straight and narrow. It will be bumpy, and that even that is temporary. So like here, you'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you should go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4? Dr. Seuss's style. And so I love this. I do want to own a copy. I'd love to reread this, but right now I am not trying to buy books. I'm trying to read what is available to me, whether on my shelves or in the library. So have this library copy available to me. I can read it anytime. So if you haven't yet read it, I'm encouraging you to pick it up. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. And then I also also read The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister, who is a Swedish author and illustrator, and Swiss. Sorry, forgive me. He was born in Bern, Switzerland, and he's a graphic designer. This is his debut picture book was The Sleepy Owl, and this one was 6 years later, The Rainbow Fish. And it's a little controversial because the story of the rainbow fish is about a fish, I'm sorry, not a kid, a fish who people, okay, it's an analogy, but the fish is having difficulty making friends because the friends want a part of him. And so he gets this advice to give up his scales in order to make friends. And how you view this story is going to be, I think, in large part due to your perspective on the world. Do you feel that you should give of yourself, ergo your gifts, or do you feel like giving of yourself freely is exchanging your identity for friendship? So this was pretty controversial read for me. I also read some reviews on Goodreads and they weren't very kind in that regard. A lot of people. This has a really high rating. So for it to have a lot of negative reviews mean that it also has a lot of really good reviews. But you know, the negative reviews come up first. So those are the books that I have finished recently. This week also the Pulitzer Prize was announced, and so the two books that won the Pulitzer for fiction this year are both books that have been assigned to me for the BookTube Prize. So I'm gonna have a tough time with this round. I know it, so I should really get on to reading. So this video is not gonna be very long because not much time to chat about reading, but more time has to be spent on reading. But before we go, let me just show you my flowers. These are for you. I bought these for my daughter so she can give them away. She likes to give things. So I went to Trader Joe's, bought a little bunch of tulips, and so she will distribute them later and tomorrow when you go to church. So just wanted to share that with you. That's what's going on over here. Let me know how you're doing, what you've been reading lately, and what your bookish life or the other parts of your life is like. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let's give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let's chat in the comments down below, and until we come back for another video, happy reading. Bye.